What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I'm back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still support.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, you already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 155 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of 2023, and here we are, we're in 2025. Pretty much, if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link should be pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up, where of course, you know, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. Pretty much, if I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already talking about it in the sold out Discord. Shameless plug. So enough rambling, let's just get into this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, y'all know I end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So this Saturday, right, okay, pretty much this is when the gamuts dropped, right? Okay, so pretty much it was a free-for-all out there. So pretty much it was a tough decision of what I was gonna wear. So actually I showed up in none other than the Air Jordan 4 Black Cats. I think this is kind of like my first time actually wearing the joint, so it only felt right. Arguably, I will say this shoe, as much as the bad talk about it of people saying XYZ about the shoe, I actually love it and I do not regret my purchase at all. Nike check on the back, if the camera's gonna do this any type of justice. Super dope shoe, and I really hate back in 2020 when I didn't pick up the one with the Jumpman, but then again, I know what held me back, right? And I've said this time and time again, Nike check and then a Jumpman logo. Sometimes it's just that simple for me, but overall, all black shoe, very versatile, and I don't regret my purchase. But I picked up the gamuts wearing this right here, the Air Jordan 4 Black Cats, and arguably, I will say this, probably too soon to tell, but I will say I can already tell this is gonna be one of my favorite shoes in my collection. So pretty much this was my Saturday shoe, was an Air Jordan 4 Black Cat. Cool. Now I'm gonna move right on to Sunday. Pretty much Sunday is kind of like my reset button, but also my prep button, pretty much to make sure I prepare myself throughout the week. And sometimes I still fall behind, right? Okay. So pretty much y'all know I was in the crib and none other than the Yeezy slides, right? Okay. Now this is my beaters, right? I know they're beat. I know it's time to put on another pair. Yes, I have several pairs in the closet, and I use one for traveling and one I just keep by the door. This is my house shoe, right? Okay, so pretty much when I'm in the house, and to be honest, I don't even really be walking around with these per se, but if I need to walk around a neighborhood, if I need to take the trash out, what have you, right? Okay, I pull up in these guys right here, and I think the reason I keep them like so much is because I did pay resale for these guys, so I had to come off the hip at the time. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, they're nice, broken, and good. And I mean, yeah, why not? So arguably, I will say one of my most comfortable shoes in my collection. I know a lot of people don't really rock with Yeezy like that anymore, but this was my Sunday shoe, was a Yeezy Slide Pure. Cool, now we're gonna move right on to Monday, right back to work. You know the kid work a full-time job, and pretty much, I think I was just inspired off the Saturday sneaker because I feel like I stepped in, yeah, well, I know I stepped in, was the Air Jordan 4, and this is the Military Blues, right, okay? A shoe that, I mean, I almost kind of messed it up because when I rock these joints, I actually dropped like some of my like products that I usually make in the morning as I prep throughout the day and spilled it on the shoe, but I feel like I wiped it down pretty much. So I remember everybody was kind of hating on these when they came out and said, oh, they don't look like the original, though they don't look like this. I'm like, dog, y'all are literally, I don't know, sometimes I feel like people dig too deep into the shoe. And just for fun fact, these actually squeaked for a little bit when I got these, man. But this was my Monday shoe, was an Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. Arguably one of my favorites in my collection, and I do not regret this pickup at all. Even though y'all know my favorite color is red, white, probably black, but to be honest, if it's done right, y'all know I'm there every night, right? Okay, so pretty much this was my Monday shoe, was the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. Cool, now let's move right on to Tuesday. I wanted to switch it up just a little bit of a shoe that I wanted to go comfortability, right? Okay, one I don't really wear enough, but I probably should wear more considering how I paid resale for it. And I'm talking none other than the Off-White Presto, the black one, right? Okay, RP to Virgil. Don't want to go any further without saying anything on that, but this was my Tuesday shoe. Definitely, arguably, when I say comfort level, this shoe is through the roof, right? Okay. Something I probably should have added to the collection a long time ago, which even though I probably had this shoe for a couple years, but I don't regret my purchase. And this is kind of one of those where, you know what? I don't know what I really feel like wearing, but I know I have to put on shoes because I mean, I don't think I can walk around in the office barefoot, or at least I shouldn't anyway. So I was like, you know what? All black shoe, can you really go wrong with it? And I wanted comfortability. So Tuesday, what I pulled up is the Off-White Presto. Cool, let's move right on to Wednesday. Wanted to switch it up. I will say, as far as comfortability on the shoe, at one point, this was not the most comfortable shoe, and I'm not saying it is now, but it has come a long way from what it used to be, right? And I'm talking none other, I pulled up Wednesday, and the Nike Foamposite, the Royals, AKA the Penny Hardaways, which we have the Penny Hardaway logo on these guys right here. Yeah, I remember when foams back in the day, it took a minute to break in. In fact, a lot of people used to say half size up. And I used to be one of those people, but I always stuck true to size though. And I will say this, I can tell Nike them have done something different where now you can put your foot in them, because like me, as you can see, I wear my shoestrings loosey-goosey naturally, but with the foams back in the day, if you plan on rocking them for quite some time, you wanted to do the loosey-goosey like shoestring anyway, right? Okay, so pretty much this was my Wednesday shoe, was the Nike Foamposite Penny Hardaway, and this is the Royal colorway. And again, y'all know me, I am not really a blue person, but I really like, hey, if it's done right, I'm still gonna be there. And I feel like foams have really come a long way in my collection, because I used to not have any foams at all. Then I went up to one foams, and then before you know it, I decided to just give them a chance. So this was my Wednesday shoe, was a Nike Foamposite Royal. Cool, now let's move right on to Thursday. I wanted to switch back to a little bit of comfort. Some shoes that I haven't really been rocking in a long time that I really need to be wearing, right? Okay, at one point this shoe was like a very sought after shoe, and then things just kind of happened in 2022, and then here we are, right? And I'm talking none other than the Adidas Yeezy, and this is the V1, and this is the private black, right? Okay, this is not the original version. This is like that second drop that we got. Whenever Adidas started to do a whole bunch of, like, I guess you can say what we would consider like Jordan Brand and Nike them doing retros, we got another like round of these guys right here, and I always wanted these in the collection. And even though, you know, the thing happened with Ye, the last thing I was about to do is burn my money, right? Okay, if anything, if I really would have got to me like that, or if I really thought that deep into it, I would just sell them before I just set them on fire. But yeah, I decided to do the Yeezy Private Blacks V1, and yeah, comfortability is there. But you know, one thing about these, I'm actually careful when I rock these, because the last thing I want to happen is something fall on my foot. In general, in any shoe, you don't probably want nothing to fall on your foot, but this one is one of those you definitely don't want that. This is a shoe at the time when it first came out, these things were breaking records and just grabbing everybody's attention, right? And even when we got a restock, we were still giving these attention. So pretty much this was my Thursday shoe, was the Yeezy Adidas. Keep in mind, Ye is not with Adidas anymore, but the Yeezy Adidas Private Blacks, and this is the V1. So pretty much, let's close out Friday. I wanted to switch up a shoe that I haven't worn in a while, and I think at the time I paid resale, but this is before resale became such like a major, like, hey, this is a major business and we all eating on a level, like another level. And yeah, I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 8, and these are called the Champagnes to the best of my knowledge. In fact, it became a part of a pack. If I'm not mistaken, there's a confetti version, and then there's a champagne. So I think it's the champagne and confetti pack. But I got the champagnes. Y'all know me, I'm a major sucker for the color gold, and I don't wear the shoe enough, but at the same time, when I do wear it, I actually do like it. So 8s, I feel like, to be honest, don't get enough love, and I am very, very selective when it comes to my Air Jordan 8s. So you know what? I said, why not, man? I mean, the gold on there, y'all know me. Anything kind of gold, it, for whatever reason, always grabs my attention, whether it's for a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collections that I don't wear enough. And I probably say that a lot in each and every video, but this one, I truly mean that. I need to actually put this in more rotation than what I do. So pretty much this was my Friday shoe, was the Air Jordan 8 Champagne. Cool, man. So pretty much this completes my weekly sneaker rotation for this week. Y'all sign off in the comment section and let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and start rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I make content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.
I forgot.